So, Tower of God season 2 episode 1 changes from the anime in the manga, or the manhwa, I guess, the manhwa. But yeah, so let's go ahead and look at it. I've been reading Tower of God for a minute. I remember like when I was reading season 2, and I was just like, some of these scenes are a little bit different, so I thought I'd do a similarities and differences, some things that they cut out. And yeah, so the first thing that they really changed is definitely in this scene. The way that Yuri and Maschenny talk to each other is so different. Like they definitely censored a lot of it.
何を大げさなやなら姫をやめなさい。ユリ。来てたの？マッチェにお姉ちゃん。おめでとう、ユリ。緑の4月を回収したんだって。お父様が喜んでいたわ。
Just the way that they look in general and the way that they carry themselves is just like completely different from the manga. I was like, I don't remember it being like this. So they're bantering a little bit, alright? They're bantering a little bit. Okay, so from that scene, you might be thinking, okay, they just banter a little bit. They're cool with each other. No, they hate each other. One, look how different she looks. Alright, Mashini is like walking like a badass, alright? So you're like, if you don't like all the commotion, just quit being a princess. Then all the tower will turn your attention away from you. And it's like Princess Zahad, like they introduce her. She's like owner of the Yellow May, Kun Mashini Zahad. They don't really do these introductions in the anime. This is like really only manga that you kind of get. But alright, yeah. So her whole demeanor is completely different. Like just look at her. Alright. So we have this dude right here. This guy's also important because he's part of the Edrock family, but you don't really know that because they didn't give you the little introduction. But he's like welcome princess, yada yada yada. Repelus Zahard's guide and butler, Alamic Edrod, yada yada yada. Do you have to do this every time I come to my sister's house? Alright, so she's like, Mashini, when did you get here? And she's like, a while ago. Just the demeanor is completely different again. She's like, congratulations, Yuri. I heard you received the Green April. They say father is very happy. When they say father, they mean Zahad, or the king of the tower. I don't know if you know that or not, but like, yeah, I'm just like, anyway. But yeah, she's like, haha, well, I found it by chance, yada yada. Finding a 13-month by coincidence. Our Yuri must have great luck. Haha, seems so. So you already see like the way that they're acting towards each other, just a little bit different. Her demeanor, the way she looks. But isn't that a bit heavy for a little kid like you? I can help you carry one. And then Nachin is like, hoo just like, this bitch has got a quiet attitude talking to her sister who's a pinnacle of the tower. Or I learned it from you after all. Bro, they are not cool with each other. That is one thing that the anime did not get right. They fucking hate each other. That's like the first scene. Alright, yeah, so this part of the scene they just completely cut out. I don't know why she says no thanks, somebody else said something. But she's like, something come up, I need to get going. Rather, why don't you prepare sweet hot chocolate for Yuri, Almanac? Yuri's too young to enjoy the bitter taste of like coffee or some shit. I don't know, like they are literally just bantering with each other back and forth and not in like a friendly way. Like they for real do not like each other. Like they are ops. Alright, she's like, yes, princess, yada yada. Says the next time I see you, or then see you the next time if you're still alive by then, that is. They completely cut that out the anime. Like there's so much like important dialogue that they cut out that just like determines the relationships and shit. I'm not gonna completely bash the anime though, because there's just some things that they did really good. I will say that. Alright, yeah. So when Yuri gets inside of Repelus's room, there's a little Skyrim reference. I remember that. I was like, I wonder if they'll put the Skyrim reference there, like Fusurova. But yeah, nah, they cut out the Skyrim reference completely, which is like kind of weird. It's like Repelus is like a gamer nerd or whatever, so there's a lot of like references inside. There's a lot of references in Tower God. But anyway, it's like, yeah, Yuri's arrived. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's the only reason for the food rolled out. That was the main change. And she's like, make it a cafe mocha with a ton of cream on top. I'll just some hot chocolate. Yeah, yeah, they cut that out. So right here, they cut out some dialogue in this scene too, and the whole demeanor was different too. Because like I feel like just the way that Yuri and like Repelus is, I just feel like it was pretty different. But anyway, he was like, blah 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 blah. Yeah, Repelus is like, why'd you come looking for me? Yuri's like, I got a favor to ask. And then Repelus is like, yada yada yada. Is it that favor? Do you want me to find the regular who you've been secretly searching for? The one that entered the tower 5 years ago. They cut that from the anime, but I mean it's not really that big information. but known to have died on the floor of the test. And Yuri's like, don't ask if you already know, please, yada yada yada. It's like, you already know that Repulus is really smart type shit. Um, but Repulus is like, but he died, and Yuri's like, no, he's not somebody who would die like that. And then Yuri's like, please, please, sister, or like Uni is like sister, I guess in Korean. I'm not too like familiar with my Korean slang, but yeah, the only thing I know is like Shibal. He's like yada yada yada. He's like, please, Repulus, if you find him, please, please, he's. And they cut this from the anime. He's like, he's a total hottie. Like Yuri's like a fucking degenerate. Like Bomb is like 20, and like Yuri is like 500 years old. And I'm not joking. Like she actually is like, or I think she's like 424 around there. But like, like I'm dead. All right, the next scene they kind of that's kind of different is between Wangnan and Nia. So yeah, their conversation was a little different. They definitely cut some dialogue out. He's like, Wangnan was like, "Yo, you're a regular too." Or it's like, or you're a regular too, aren't you? Like you're climbing a tower, right? Like if you're a regular, that means you're climbing a tower. I'm pretty sure you can live in the tower and not be a regular and not climb the tower. So that's why he's saying like you're a regular. Just like tower got like slang, I guess, for like those people who aren't like that used to the series yet. But yeah, um, and then Wangnan's like, but why are you making deliveries instead of taking tests? And Nia's like, that's like, yeah. I was like, I've tried a few times, but. And Wangnan's like, though you went, though you went, the test was freaking hard, and those family people wearing marks like fashionistas pass so easily. It's like about like the 13th grade families and shit. But as you can see, due to the due to the high entry fees, your debts only increase and you lose hope of passing. So it's like, yeah, the depth and shit. It's like, but at the same time, you can't give up on being a regular. So you can't do this or that and end up earning money and thus getting a job, right? Yeah, it really wasn't a part of the anime. They didn't really adapt that into the anime, which is like, I feel like it was a really important moment for Wangnan and like Nia. So like you can see like a little glimpse of like both of their characters. But yeah, it's not that's not really the biggest deal. I'm being a little bit nitpicky, but yeah, I just want to like point out the things that like weren't really there. All right. So next we got the blood. All right, so we can see like Wangnan. He pulls up. He's like yada yada yo, I'm Wangnan. He sees Violet, or yeah, he sees or Violet, Violet. Or I still never knew how to pronounce it. I just call him Violet. But he sees Violet. Both of these people are smoked. In the anime, it wasn't like this. You see these like nah. And so this is one thing that I think will be a problem. Tower God is not a kiddie series. Like it's not at all. Like it's not PG for the most part. Like there's a lot of gore in this series. Like I'm not joking. Again, with like another scene of blood. Like there's people get just blood in this series. Like there's a lot of it. Like especially towards later, like when people are getting like cut in half and shit, or people are getting like holes put through their stomach. Like yeah, so this is something that they cut out from the test too. So you can see yeah, perfect, I found it. So Miseng comes in, you know, they're doing it, they're like blah 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 blah. Wangnan's getting mad. Wangnan's like yelling at them and all that. Alright, you're like, damn, Wangnan's like wilding out. Nah, bro. In the manga, in the manhwa, Wangnan was wilding out even more. Like, so what he said, aren't we all competitors? Or no, I'm reading it backwards because I'm getting used to that. Alright, he's like, what the hell are you guys even doing? This is a test. Why aren't any of you thinking or fighting? Just yapping amongst each other, yada yada yada. He's like, aren't we competitors? The one who proposed. And Horang is like, the one who proposed not to fight was you. What are you saying now? Yes, I hear it. And Wangnan's like, yes, I did, but that was in order to gather our power to beat the other guys. Who said let's gather up and chat, you fat ass? Oh, well, damn. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this right here, though. He's like, this test only requires you to last 30 minutes. Or this is Miseng. So yeah, this little kid, she's like, this test only requires you to last 30 minutes. There isn't any real reason to fight if we all go up together. And then Wangnan's like, please, a kid who can't even grasp this situation? If you want to play Tea Party, get out now. This is a testing area. We're competitors. That's right. There's always a little kid like you getting lucky, finding good friends on the floor of the test, and getting an easy ride to the 20th floor. And then they never realize the truth. Do nothing and get ditched by their friends. Trash that's always been thrown away at the 20th floor. Yeah, and then Miseng starts crying and is like, it's because you entered the competition, or is it because you entered the contest with a rotten mind like that that you got tossed away by your friends? And then Ghosting is like, hey, not too much of my little sister. She's like, if you want to fight that bad, go ahead and fight. What do you, blah blah blah. And then this is like where it's just like they cut this out the anime, man. Like a lot of that was cut out the anime, and this is like a really important because you get to like see like where like Mising was coming from, like and like her past and things like that. But she's like that. She's like, that's right, I'll fight. We've come here to fight, not cry. And you know what I'm saying? Mising, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna just ignore like the other dialogue. And she's apologizing. She's like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for being useless. Please just don't throw me away. It's alright, Mising, don't cry. And Wangnan's like, damn, what am I doing? She's like, Mising is like, to meet my mom and dad, I have to go up to the top of the tower. Like, and Wangnan's like, damn. He's like, what am I doing? I'm sorry. It is like, Mising is just like, I'm sorry. And Wangnan's thinking like, damn, I'm tweaking. What am I doing? So yeah, they cut that out the anime completely, and I feel like that's like really important because like going forward, Mising's gonna be a character that's gonna be like in the story a lot. Like she was a somewhat important character, especially in season 2 because she was just always with the gang. That's like a light spoiler, I guess, but it's not really. All right, my boy Arc Raptor, they took away his drip. I don't like that. Why did they take away his drip? Look at this. They did that with Yuri earlier too. I forgot to point that out because they took away her coat. But look at look at Arc Raptor, man. He's got the coat on. He's looking fresh. He's looking clean. Look how he looks in anime, bro. Like, come on, man. What is this? I'm like, it's decent. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. They messed Wangnan up too because he does not look as manly as he looks in the manga. But anyway, that's like character design differences. I know I said earlier I wasn't gonna just bash the series, bash it, because they did a pretty good job. Hey, that intro is amazing. I love that intro. But this scene right here, the fight choreography was amazing, amazing. But this scene right here, the anime and manga comparison. So I remember when I first read this in the manga and I saw this right here, and I was like, ooh, I was like, this is nice. I was like, that was cool. It was a big update, or big upgrade from the graphics in the manga season 1 too. But the animators are doing a nice job with the Shinso. This looks really nice. I can get behind that. I can get behind like Shinsu in this series, like from now on being animated like that and looking like that. That's clean. Look at the lightning. Like, I really do like that. I really do like how they did the fight choreography and everything. It's pretty good. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. They cut this out. Somebody came in. There's another regular or another like contender who came in, and he's like, bro, he's making a bunch of noise, and then Bomb just jumps over and just smokes his ass. They cut that out, which is just minor. Who cares? But yeah. Besides that, one thing I do think is weird is how the names, they did this in season 1 too. So they call Bomb Yoru. Bomb means night. Okay, in Japanese, night is Yoru, so they just translated it. They just took his name and completely turned it into Japanese. As weird. I don't know why they did that. They did the same thing with Wangnan. They did the same thing with Miseng, and they did the same thing with Gosing. I don't know why they keep doing this, but they need to change that. Like, I really don't like that. It's like really annoying. Like, the subtitles will be the same, but the way that they say the name is just weird. And I just pick up on that shit. I hear it. It just sounds weird. If you made it this far, then yeah, cool. I'm gonna try and do more of these. I'm gonna try and do more of these. I'm like a tower guy, like veteran, I guess. I don't know, not a veteran, almost a veteran though. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and get on this. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.